What's going on, y'all? This is Clarence Jr. And very quickly, I want to give some practical advice for young men who maybe at this point in time they don't have a resume, they don't have a degree, they don't have a whole lot of experience, they really don't know what they want to do, but they need to make money, they need to make something happen in their life. I'm going to give you some practical advice that you can jump on today. If I were in your situation, what I would do is I would figure out what are the fast food or fast casual restaurants in your area that are known to have slow wait times and that are known to always run out of stuff. And I would apply to those places. Let me tell you why. From personal experience, the chains that are known to have slow service, bad service, or to run out of things, that's that situation for two reasons. One, usually is the managers are not effective, and two, the employee base is terrible. So, for example, a lot of times in Maryland, Taco Bells and Wendy's are known for being very slow, poor service, a lot of times inconsistent quality, and running out of things. So if I were you, for example, in Maryland, young man, don't know what you want to do, don't really have a resume or education, I would apply to Wendy's and I would apply to Taco Bell. Why? Because if you don't mind working, and trust me, you're going to work. If you don't mind working, just by you being present, consistent, reliable, hardworking, doing the job the way it's supposed to be done, very quickly you're going to see tons of hours. 9 times out of 10 in these fast food or fast casual chains, they're going to start you off part-time. Hours are not going to be that consistent. But once again, these are environments where management is poor and the employees are poor. I'm talking about people who can't get along with other people who call out, people who no call, no show, people who bring their personal drama, relationship drama to work, people who come to work drunk or who want to smoke on their lunch break, who are lazy. You're going to be in an environment with these kind of people in that kind of setting. So simply by you having a clean uniform, coming to work on time, doing your job effectively, getting along with people, they're going to notice that when you work, things get done. Things run smoother. Things are done properly. Profits go up. They can rely on you to come to work, to not call out, to not slouch around, to not be drunk and high. And before you know it, your hours are going to increase. Also in those environments, people love to call out or people love to offer you their shift or people love to no call, no show. So they'll be calling you last second. Hey, can you come in for this? Hey, can you do that? So if you don't have anything going on, what I would do, once again, if I were you, I'd find low-performing, inconsistent fast food, fast casual places to apply to, and I would start working there. Before you know it, you're going to have as many hours as you want. And once again, in some of these places, the managers are not that good either. They're not good at doing inventory. They're not good at leading people. They're not good at organizing the environment. They're not good at setting systems in place. They're not good at hiring people clearly. They got their own stuff going on. They're lazy. They're burnt out. They're stuck in the same spot. They're non-confrontational. They're afraid to tell people what to do and how to do it. So if I was you, apply to a struggling or inconsistent fast food or fast casual chain and handle your business. Get your $15 an hour. You're going to probably start off with like 10, 15 hours. Before you know it, you're going to be at 25, 30. Before you know it, you're going to be at 45, 50. Yes, you're going to work a lot. You're going to be very tired, but you're going to make some money, which is what you need right now. You need to make some money while you figure out what you're going to do. Because making money keeps you active. It keeps you from being depressed. It keeps you from having low self-esteem and low self-worth. It keeps you from checking out of life. So work hard, get that money, and over time what's going to happen is they're going to need people, they're going to need shift managers. And a lot of these places, man, the night crew is struggling. People, specifically in night crews, people like to call out. People don't like to come to work. People are lazy. So before you know it, they're going to be looking at you. Hey, can you be the night manager? That's going to bring you up from maybe $15 to $17.50. You're going to do that for a while, then because this is how it goes. It starts off part-time, hours all over the place. Then you get consistent hours. Then you might get full-time hours. Then you probably will be promoted to like a nighttime shift manager or shift lead. Then after you do good with the night shift, then they'll promote you to the day shift. Because, nobody wants the night shift. Everybody wants the day shift. So you're going to start with the night. You crush that, you kill that, then you might get moved up to a day shift. You might even get moved to another store. Next thing you know, they might be grooming you to be a manager. So now you go from hourly to salary. Salary is going to be probably around between 40 and 50,000, more than likely. Well, between 40 and 60. Understand this might not be something you want to do permanently. That's fine. But you're doing this while you figure out what you want to do. You're doing this to keep working. You're doing this to put some money in your pocket. So while you're working up the ranks and making more money and getting more hours and moving up, now you can think about what you want to do, where you want to go, and now you got some money and you got some confidence, some self-esteem because you're doing something and you're doing it well. You're executing so you know that you're capable. And then from there, you figure out what you want to do, and now you got some confidence and some money and the network to make it happen. Because a lot of these fast food places also will pay for some college. So if I were you, that's what I would do. Very quickly, I want to give some game to the young or the not-so-young men that find themselves in a position where they don't have a resume like that. They don't have any licenses, any certifications. They don't have a degree. They don't have a career field. They're not really sure of what they want to do. They're stuck. I want to give you some advice. So if I was in your position, I would look towards the customer service / food industry, whether casual or fast casual. To be more specific, I would look at the industries or the brands, the franchises in your area that are known for having poor customer service and known to run out of stuff, right? So if you got a Wendy's or a Taco Bell in your area and they're known to be slow, they're known to run out of stuff and stuff like that, I would target that place. Why? Because in that situation, what you're going to find is very unreliable hourly workers and a lot of times very incompetent management, which is an opportunity for you. I would get up in there, get that $15 an hour, and you're probably going to start off with slow hours, but over time, what's going to happen is they're going to see whenever you work, you're on time, your uniform is clean, you do your job, you get along with people, and things run smoothly. And pretty soon, your hours are going to increase from sporadic to regular. Why? Because there's a reason why the customer service is bad and slow, and they're always running out of stuff. Because once again, the people that work there don't know what they're doing. So it's going to be a whole lot of relationship drama at the job. It's going to be people calling out, no call, no showing, people not getting along with people coming to work drunk, people coming to work high, not having their uniform. It's going to be a whole lot of people not wanting to work. And so they're going to notice, someone's going to notice that, hey, when Chris comes, the job is always done. So you're going to go from sporadic hours to regular hours. Maybe you start off at 15, 20 hours. You're going to go from that to 35, 40. Now, here's the next part. This is a very important part. While you're there and your hours are going up because you are doing your job, you need to make sure you know the entire operation. Not just working the register. You need to know the entire make line from start to finish. You need to know the drive-through. You need to know cash register. You need to know when the ship comes in, when the truck comes in, and taking inventory. You need to know how to dating and when this is supposed to get thrown out and labels. You need to know everything about that job, because eventually what's going to happen is someone's going to see That, hold on, this person is reliable, they do their job, and they know how to do everything in this store. I need to promote them. So what will happen is you go from entry level, you go from new hire, sporadic hours to consistent hours to damn near full-time hours. Then you go from there to probably like a shift manager. Then you go from a shift manager to probably like a night manager. Because how that works is you start off with the night shift because nobody wants the night shift. Then you'll get promoted from the night to the day. The next thing you know, you might be a store manager. So you go from $15 an hour to $17.50 to eventually you'll be on a salary. Now, the salary is going to be between 40 and 60, so not earth-changing money. But hey, you need to get started on something. You need to start doing something, because sitting around not having no money, not having nothing going on, it's going to make you lazy. It's going to make you soft. It's going to drain your self-esteem and self-confidence. You don't want to go down that path. So this is what I would do. Same thing if you're going to like a Target or a Walmart. Because people are always calling out. People don't want to work. People can't get along with people. People don't have their uniforms clean. People not showing up. You want to learn everything. Cash register, stocking, how to do the truck, how to do the inventory, how to do drive-up orders, how to do online, everything, returns, everything. And let's just say this is not something that you want to do permanently. That's understandable. Okay, well, just do your thing, stack up your money. A lot of these jobs will pay or supplement some of your college. Go ahead down to the community college. A lot of times you can get your trade certifications at the community college, or you can get your gen ed studies out of the way at the college. And while you're at the community college, you can figure out what field you want to go into and get some of the money back from this job you're working. That's what I would be doing. But once again, you need to learn the job front to back. Be prepared to work a lot of hours. And I'm going to be real with you. Even with doing all of this, more than likely you're going to be making, unless you get promoted to the salary manager, you're probably going to be making around $28,000 a year, which is, about what? After taxes, probably $800 every 2 weeks, which is not a lot, but it's a lot better than nothing. And once again, it's about getting active and doing something and getting started. Starting your journey. That's what it's mostly about, right? Now, while you are doing this, there are several things that you absolutely should not be doing. First of all, first thing you don't need to do, you don't need to be worrying about drip. You don't need no Gucci. You don't need no Amiri jeans. You don't need any of that stuff. Get your clothes from Old Navy, from Target, from places like that. Get you some Air Forces or some Vans, but you don't need the new Jordans. You don't need none of that. Trust me. Save your money on the clothes. The next thing, and I can't stress this enough, whatever you do, be sexually responsible. The worst thing you could do is get somebody pregnant in this financial position. Because more than likely, you don't have your own place. I know you don't have no money. You don't have no insurance. You might not even have a reliable car like that. The last thing you need to be doing is getting somebody pregnant. The absolute last thing. Listen. You are on a grind right now. The worst choice you can make right now is getting somebody pregnant. If you already got somebody pregnant, I mean, you really put yourself behind it, but hey, you're going to dig yourself out of it. You live and you learn. But if you don't have any, don't do it. Next thing, you don't have money to be splurging on women trying to impress them about living a lifestyle that you really don't live. You don't need to be in clubs buying drinks. You don't need to be $200, $300 dates. You need to, that's not you. That's not your lane. Really, you don't even need to be focusing on women like that in the first place anyway, because you need to be spending 6, 12, 18, 24 months getting your money up. So, yeah, women should not be a priority right now. Also, do not find yourself in a $500 a month, 86-month car contract. Don't do it. Do not do it. You do like you making $800 a month. I mean $800 every 2 weeks, $1,600 a month, $500 for the car note, another $150 for the insurance, another $100 for your cell phone, another $150, $200 for food. And maybe you're giving your parents or whoever you're staying with a couple $100 to stay there. You do the math. How much money do you have left? Don't do it. Save up $2,000, $3,000 and get you go on Facebook Marketplace and get you a car off of there. Look at the mileage, turn it on, fire up the engine, see if any check engine lights come on. Look at the tires, look at the tread on the tires. Turn on the AC, turn on the heat, roll up the windows, roll down the windows, see if it works, drive it around the block. If it's decent, that's your car. As soon as you get it, take it to the shop, get a brand new oil change on it, tires rotated, probably gonna need to put some Freon in it, and that's how you're gonna be rolling for right now. With no car note. This is not about stunting. No, you trying to get on your feet. Don't do it. All right? I'm actually glad this comment is here so that I can clarify. Just to be clear, this is not a 3 to 5 year thing. This is a 8, 12, 18-month plan tops, right? So you're not staying there 3 to 5 years. Definitely not. This is 18 months max, 24 absolute max, right? And as far as, because it is a chance that it's so dysfunctional and people got comfortable, so when you come in there being competent, they're going to hate on you and trying to get you out of there and not recognize you, not promote you. That's true. So what's also true is that there's 3 or 4 different managers. There's the manager that's usually there for the mornings, one that's usually there for the evenings. Then there's one that's like the overall manager. There's 3 or 4 different managers. What you have to make sure you do is make sure that you have a good relationship with at least one manager. That way, if it's too dysfunctional and they hating on you, you can leave and you have a reference. You got to build a relationship with at least one person higher up. And then the last part is this. Listen, y'all going to use each other. They're going to use you. Make sure you use them. Meaning, every benefit that they promote to you in the hiring video and online, make sure you use every single benefit they have the moment you are eligible. So the moment you're eligible for tuition or college or any of that, if it takes 90 days, on the 91st day, go ahead and get that. Whatever program, whatever benefit they have, the moment you are eligible, you capitalize on that. Don't just let them use you, you use them.